second graders. It's writing time again, and we're going to start off where we stopped last week. We started with informational writing last week, and we started with our very first step. The very first step when you're going to do informational writing is, of course, to get information, to gather information. And we said that we did this through research. You could watch videos, you could read books, you could talk to really knowledgeable people to gather information so that you can write an informative paragraph. So now we got all our information, we took some fabulous notes, and we're ready to begin our writing. Just to review the steps in informational writing, I'd like to say we start with our introduction, or that hook or grabber for the reader. That's pretty much the same as when we wrote our narrative. When you wrote our narrative personal stories, then you wanted that reader to be drawn in with that first sentence or first paragraph for them to really say, this is going to be exciting. Well, same with informational writing. You still want your reader to be drawn into what you're about to tell them. So we need an introduction where we do that lead or hook or grabber, and then we have our topic sentence. Our topic sentence introduces the subtopics that we're going to talk about. So we have a main topic, which is our main focus that we're writing about. And then we try to pick 2-3 subtopics or topics that are going to support this main topic to tell the reader more about them. So then we're going to write about 3 subtopics. And then we write a closing statement, which our closing statement a lot of times just restates that introductory statement. Again, just leaving the reader really satisfied with what they just read about. So we already said that our topic is matter. That's right. So our topics matter, and our subtopics are the 3 things we picked that would support that topic to write about were solids, liquids, and gases. So today, we're going to take a stab at just writing that introductory paragraph, that introductory with our hook, our lead, and then our subtopic, our sentence introducing our subtopics. So really fast, we're going to just review hooks, and then we'll get going with our writing. Let's start. I know some of you might be a little nervous about informational writing, but actually it's the easiest type of writing because informational writing follows a formula. Each paragraph is organized in exactly the same way. And so once you figure out how that organization is, it becomes really easy to write informational writing. So what we do first is we go back to our notes. I'm going to post my notes in Seesaw, but here are my notes from last week. I'm going to look at matter, and I'm going to then say, I'm going to formulate my opening paragraph with this information. Like I said, informational writing is a formula. We normally have an opening sentence, a couple of supporting details, and a closing sentence for every single paragraph. That includes our opening paragraph to introduce our topic. So here, my opening sentence, referring back to my notes, I came up with, what does everything around you have in common? That's one of our hooks that we talked about. A hook could be a question. It could be a funny statement. It could be a sound. I put all the types of hooks in Seesaw for you to review to see how you'd like to start your paragraph. You can use my hook, or you can create a hook of your own from the information that you have. The 3 supporting details that I included in my opening statement are, everything is made up of matter. That means everything takes up space. Everything found on Earth can be grouped into 3 states of matter: solid, liquid, or gas. My closing sentence is, matter is fun to learn about. So I tried to make my closing sentence a little exciting, just wrapping up the topic, just restating my opening sentence. If you'll notice, my supporting details included me introducing my 3 subtopics. It introduces solids, liquids, and gases, which are my 3 subtopics, which we'll write paragraphs about next. So again, this is Mrs. Kluin's opening paragraph. I'd like you to try an opening paragraph of your own. You could definitely use mine as a guide. And if you really get stuck, you can use my information as well. You can also use my notes as a guide, but if you took notes last week, you could use your own notes as well. Remember, if you try on your own, that you just get more credit for that because we just want you to try. And there are no wrong answers. So just give it a shot writing an informational paragraph with an opening paragraph following the opening sentence, a couple of supporting details, and a closing sentence. Again, definitely use mine as a guide or even use mine for information if you get stuck. Go ahead and go to Seesaw and you can complete your writing there. Use your writing paper though, instead of trying to write in Seesaw. It's a lot easier if you use your writing paper and take a picture of that to send to your teacher. Happy writing!